finally back, man. Been a little busy, but um, got some good stuff going on. Um, just been busy. That's all. Personal life, shit going on. I know how it is. I ain't really gotta explain nothing. But I came on today just to talk real quick in regards to court, these processes that people be doing, these fake gurus on YouTube acting like they know what's going on when they really truly don't. Anytime you only has half the information, it's probably best for you to think before you act. So basically, what I'm saying is, if a person gets on any social media and they're talking about whatever they're talking about, but they don't have no proof, they don't have any type of paperwork to show you, hey, I actually did this myself. If you go and get services or you get free help from the person, that's on you. Um, I mean, I've already shown what it is that I do, how I do it, and it hasn't failed me yet. Um, Only for the people in my state that I've helped, they've had success themselves. I've helped type the paperwork up. I'm not the one that's handling your court situation at all whatsoever. You have to be the one to handle your court situation. If I help you with paperwork, you have to then take the paperwork that I create and make it make sense for yourself. Um, I use a lot of legalese, so a lot of my paperwork doesn't make sense to a lot of people that don't know the basic legalese. Like, for example, um, the word want is the same as the word lack. If you're in a legal, if you're reading legal documents, so if it says um, the want for jurisdiction is, uh, I can't even think right now. But basically, it's if you see something like that and you're confused about it, you should have a Black's Law dictionary with you. Oh shit, what's going on, bro? I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I usually be on StreamYard, so I'll be able to text back and all that. I just hopped on live real quick just to get back on here, man, because it's been so long. Um, Damn, I met my goal at 125 right now. We moving how we supposed to move. I'm not in a rush to um get get any thousands and thousands of subscribers, shit like that. Can you good chasing car? Oh, this an old little Buick, bro. Like this my little I guess I'll say my little project car. Um I'm waiting to get some new shit, but right now I'm just chilling, man. I got everything I need. You know what I'm saying? I got a roof under my head. I'm in my car right now. Um, so right now I'm not focused on trying to get $1 million house, and I'm not focused on all that shit. What I'm focused on right now is the private banking. I'm not gonna even get into all that because that in itself is a lot. Um, but back to the court situation, people been calling me. I actually got to get back to a couple folks immediately because I'm helping them with their paperwork. So I want to be able to help them and then have them come online and explain explain their experience. Name a car for an edit. Name a car for an edit. What do you mean, bro? I'm just trying to get something basic. A caddy. Um, I'm not really worried about Mercedes. I'm not into all that. I'm not into all that shit. So I mean, a Cadillac, a Lincoln, something like that. Maybe 2024. I'm not really worried about it. Getting some 2025 shit because for the most part, it's always got some type of recall, some shit like that. But um, yeah, back to the situation. My fault, y'all. So went to court last week. Was it last week? Last week or 2 weeks ago. Um, trying something different. I went into the court and I asked for standby counsel for by the state public defender's office. Can you reply me? Bro, hold on, man. I don't even know how to. Oh shit. See what I'm doing? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Chat filter. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Can you reply to me? Name it. So went into court, asked for standby counsel, and the president judge looked at me crazy because he's already seen that I've got multiple cases dismissed. So he's like, well, what is the point? What is the need for standby counsel? But when you're dealing with these people and they're on some, you can't do this or you can't do that. It's only pro se, shit like that. I ask questions. I go in there and I'm asking questions. Now, you'll have people tell you that you don't need to go into court at all. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. I just like to handle my own affairs, so I don't give the state the acquiescence that they look for because that's essentially what it is. If you have a charge that's against you and you don't act and you just acquiesce to it, then you're basically admitting to it by silence. So if you just don't go to court, it's you're gonna get a capious warrant, all this extra other shit. You can't stop the warrant from happening um once you don't show up because you're not handling your affairs. Hey, what's going on? Um, that's how the fuck do you reply? I don't know. So, and where was that? Oh, so the judge asked me. I'm like, so pretty much, I asked for standby counsel because the court wasn't adhering to their own policies, procedures. So when he asked me, hey, what happened? I said, well, I came in, a couple weeks ago, and the court date that I had was continued, but I didn't have any type of communication saying that it was continued, or I wouldn't have shown up today. So tall story to a midget, um, I ended up getting a hearing. I think it's on the 28th, an omnibus hearing. Usually, when you're in court, they'll tell you you can't speak about this or you can't speak about that. Just make a motion for an omnibus hearing, and you can speak about whatever you want, like literally. it doesn't even have to be with the involved with the case. Like I was talking about mortgages and shit like that when I had a traffic case. Because I had that omnibus hearing, I was able to speak about everything. Um, Another thing is, if you look at your state, I know here in Delaware, the court, Superior Court, is they have three different jurisdictions that they can utilize their courts in. If you don't understand that or you don't know that, then you'll be literally arguing a point in a statutory jurisdiction. Now, we all know that there is no such thing as a statutory jurisdiction, but there is because it's dealing with commerce. Commerce deals with money. So if you are in commerce dealing with money on the public side, DMV, uh, license, registration, and insurance, you are obligated because you have those commercial papers. You are obligated to do what you're supposed to do. I mean, it ain't no way around that. It's no way around. You can't get pulled over with a state plate and say that you're using the right to travel. It it just won't happen that way. If you've already had your DOT and they pulled you over, you cool. I've been pulled over multiple times. I've had my DOT since 2023, March of 2023, and I got pulled over shit 7, 8 times, different states. I'm still talking to y'all right now. Like I'm still in my car right now. The only thing that I don't have, and I can be honest about this, is my plate right now. But the officer is aware because I served him personally his court papers. I'm suing his goofy ass. I don't have to argue. I don't have to be upset. I can literally be getting my car taken from me and still have this energy right now. Cause I know for a fact I'm going to get it back. That's first and foremost. And I am going to get my remedy. I'm going to get compensated for what you did to me because you have an obligation to the Constitution first. That's first and foremost. Uh, to the U.S. Constitution, but more specifically, because we got to be specific. All law is specific. The state of Delaware Constitution. That's your number one obligation because in that oath, and if you want to get your oath, you might have to go to. I mean, I know in Delaware. I'm just gonna speak about in my state because I don't, I haven't lived anywhere else in a while, or since I've been doing this, I haven't lived anywhere else. I went to the records department, this the county records department. They didn't have it over there, but they had it over in the archives. So all you gotta do is go over to your archive situation, and it might be like $2, $3, something like that. Get their oath, put that on the record as well, because they took an oath. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways to skin a cat, but I found out the easiest way is one giving them your authority, your status and your authority the correct way, not just. And then I'm not going to say that the affidavit, any affidavit, is fraudulent, fake. I'm not going to say that at all. You just have to make it specific to you. You can't take a template, put your name in that, the little boxes, take their name out, put your name in, put your information, and then it just be all good because you still have how many other people doing that same thing. So they're gonna look at it like, okay, it's another person doing the same exact thing. Because when I come with my affidavits, all of my information is up there. They already know me, but all of my information is up there that I'm willing to give. That's first and foremost. Um, like the address. The judge said, you can't use general delivery. That's a PO box. I said, sir, no, it's not. It's not a PO box. A PO box is paid for. That's postal services. I'm a part of the post office. It's a big difference. So they gave me some wordplay back and forth. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you, and I pulled this shit out. I pulled out a document from the IRS or from Department of State, and was like, listen, this is the address. Whether it's in my all caps name because I get things sent to in my all caps name, but in care of me. So even though the all caps name is up there and he has to go to court, yeah, it's going to get sent to the address that I give you, but it's going to get sent to me in care of me, not to the all caps name because you can't. That's like sending something to Walmart for Walmart to handle when Walmart isn't alive. It's just a person. It's a corporation. So you can speak to Walmart through somebody. Here, hey Walmart, attention to whoever the person that you need to pay attention to. That's it. So essentially it's the same thing. I'm mad I ain't got my book on me or my bag right now, or I'd have pulled out a couple of different forms. But back to what I was saying. So after that, he was like, he pretty much was like, well, you can, you have court on June 3rd, I believe is the trial date. You can argue, you can make your argument there. I said, no, sir, there will be no arguing because I agree with every single thing that the state is saying. I agree. So there isn't no argument at all whatsoever. That's what I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning. There is no argument. I'm agreeing with the state that you have to have a license, registration, and insurance when you're doing commercial business. And I said it strictly like that. I said now, when it comes to federal preemption, federal law supersedes state law. Everybody knows this. It got to the point where when I said that, the same judge that I was in court with last week is the same one that gave me my name change last year. He said that to me last year. So when I said that, I guess something clicked in his head and was like, oh, I do remember you. You got your name changed for religious purposes and this and that. Correct. But I also showed him paperwork from a court case that I had back in 2020. And back in 2022, I was counsel for my all caps name before I got any type of name change done. The name change was done in 2024, July 2024. I got paperwork with my appellation, and it says counsel on court document papers for my all caps name against the state. What's going on? Peace, man. What's going on, y'all? So, it's all about what you know, for real, and how you can articulate it. If I write out something for you and it's not clicking as good as you want it to click, rewrite that shit. Now you got the shit in your words from your head for you to be able to spit out with no issues. It's way harder to try to speak from somebody else's paperwork. It's a lot easier to take the paperwork that you got help with. You don't have to rewrite it all, just in little plate. That's what I had to do. I paid somebody when I first started. This was I came home in 2018, 2019 before I caught this charge. I was on parole, probation and parole. Before I caught the charge, I paid somebody, I think 1500. Um, I paid 1500 for some bullshit ass paperwork. The only thing I can say he did for me was give me a little foundation on what words mean. So I paid 1500 just for somebody to tell me what words mean in the dictionary, Black's Law Dictionary. I ain't know no better. And at the same time, the money was coming in, so it didn't really bother me. Since I changed my life and stopped doing the bullshit and stopped, acting like a little kid, fucking up my community and shit, it's been strictly all uplifting stuff. By the way, what car, man? This is a '04 Buick Century, bro. Nothing special at all. Um, yeah, nothing special at all whatsoever. Um, I'm actually, I can't really talk about the process that I'm about to do with the new car that I'm getting right now, only because I don't have the new car. I'm not gonna talk about anything until I got the actual situation in hand. But it's coming. It's definitely coming real soon, man. I can't wait. Um, but yeah, so I didn't argue with the state at all. I agree with everything that they said, and the state and the judge looked like, oh, like what are we here for? Why did you want to take it to trial if you're not arguing? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. Said, well, what are you doing here? What are we going to trial for if you're not arguing and if you agree? So why didn't you just plead guilty? Because they have federal laws that supersede y'all state violations and state codes and all that shit. So if you're coming from a commercial standpoint and I have proof, see the proof isn't on the defendant. The proof is on the state to prove that you have. Hold on, I'm waiting. I'm on live right now. I'm about to leave at 9 o'clock. I'm about to leave at 9. I was just waiting for him. So, damn, what the fuck was I saying? It's burn me out, man. Uh, court shit. Burnt out, man. It's too early. Um, later on when I come on live, I'm gonna fuck around and be on StreamYard. So if anybody wants to come up, if anybody want to ask questions, send me an email. Famous Nobody 777 at protonmail.com, and I'll send you the link so that way you'll be able to come on, ask questions. We'll be able to talk about some stuff. I know a lot, excuse me, I know a little bit about a lot, so I'm not just, a one track minded dude. I can talk about whatever, but at the same time, I don't want to be giving out information if you're not at that stage yet, because a lot of people want to get, how to pay your bills, um, how to get a car, how to get your mortgage the correct way, the private banking situation, all of this stuff, but don't know how to actually do it. Bro, is it you or YouTube? Bro, is it you on your YouTube? You gotta write that out for me, bro. Is that you on your? I'm on all. You'll see my face on all my shit. Telegram, you'll see me and my young boy Zeus. Um, I forget what picture I got on this joint, but yeah, for the most part, I got pictures of myself on all my stuff, so that way you know who it is. And and if somebody is acting like they me, which I don't even know how they could, um, 302-669-5123. Shoot me a text. That's all. That's my number. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Peace and love. Top of the top, Grand Rising. Um, I just want people to have full acknowledgement. Like we got main man running around talking about, and when I say main man, I'm talking about the bull Taquan X. I call people out. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit. It is what it is. Where you going? Oh, so you know, what I mean, it is what it is. And yeah, it is what it is. He's out here bullshitting. You tell somebody how to go to court and how to handle court, and then a few months later, you telling people that they shouldn't be going to court or they shouldn't be doing this or they shouldn't be doing that. Your shit is so mixed, like wishy washy, bro. Like, just stop talking about court. Stop talking about the right to travel because you don't know it. You don't know it. If you did know it, you would have success. You wouldn't have all these videos of you getting pulled over and then continuously getting locked up for some bullshit. You say you're a person uh on a do not detain list, but you was detained first and foremost, then you was arrested, and all this other shit happened. You you act like when you showed that court those court documents, you acted as if you won the case, but a person that knows court paperwork can see, one, you had a public defender. So you're telling people how to handle court, but you have a public defender. Secondly, did you plead? Then you take the plea? Like, come on, bro, that's not a win. You lost. Like, straight up and down, you lost. You probably had a sovereign citizen ideology, and you went in there talking some bullshit. I've never been treated disrespectful in the court whatsoever. Even before I knew all this shit. When I was doing shit to get locked up and doing dumb shit, I was actually harming people at the same time too. So I couldn't say nothing. But I always spoke my mind. I always was myself. I will always be myself. That'll never change. What will change is my attitude, is the way I speak to people, and pretty much calling motherfuckers out on their bullshit. I'm gonna do this reaction video later, just to let y'all know. It's gonna be mm, probably like an hour or two. We just gonna sit down and break everything down. Um, if y'all need me to go over some DOT shit again, just let me know. I'm always around. Like, I'm always around. Um, haven't been for a little minute now, but I'm back. I'm about to start getting back online not every day, maybe I don't know. Just see how I feel. That's how I play it. I don't feel like I'm obligated to come on here to try to sell anybody anything. I work for myself. So I don't need I don't need to be on here every day, all day, 24/7, trying to get the likes up and subscribe and sending cash. I don't. No, we're not doing all that. I do have services, and I got enough people right now that's hitting me to keep me busy. I don't need to be overwhelmed, or I'm not going to overwhelm myself uh, with any of it because it's too much. It becomes too much, and then people start to lose interest in it. That'll never happen either. But I will be calling the FMCSA today because I will be having them as my expert witness on my case. It's easy to get done. You just gotta know somebody, man. Like, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the FMCSA. You call enough, you call enough times over 3 years, and you'll get to learn every single person's name. And then once they hear your voice, they already know who you are. Hey, what's going on? You sure? How can I help you? Oh man, this, that, and the third. All right, we'll get right to it. We'll send that right over to you right now. Like, little shit like that. Private banking. I don't know what these people are doing in this private with this private banking shit. But man, y'all got it the fuck wrong. So I'm gonna try to give y'all a little, just for right now, just a little bit. And again, I haven't done it yet. So I don't have the actual paperwork. Well, I wouldn't be showing my shit anyway, but I'll be able to help you structure your stuff. So when you think about it, right? You got a insurance policy, whole life insurance. Wagwan, wagwan. Uh, you got your whole life insurance. Then you got what's called an IUL. I know a lot of people heard about it. Index Universal Life Insurance. It's kind of like state and federal. You got your whole life, then you got your UI, your IUL for sure. You know what I mean? You already know, man. I got to keep it in the jar, keep them fresh. I don't do the bag and all that. I smoke different. But yeah. So the IUL is like a step better because you're able to use the cash that you're putting into it to build up that interest and to build up that the funds for you to be able to borrow from. So the way that I'm trying to do it is my private banker. I don't have me personally, me here right now. I'm not going to be getting a private banker's EIN. Not me, because my trust is going to be my beneficiary. And the trust is going to be the one that owns the actual policy. So so the all caps name is the one that's that I'm actually doing the application for, but the owner is going to be my trust. So anything that the all caps name puts in there, the trust gets. Now I'm gonna connect some dots for y'all real quick. Now if that's the situation and your trust is your beneficiary to the policy. Once that all caps name dies, it's still in limbo. It's not connected to anything. Just because it got a life insurance, yeah, you'll get that life insurance policy, but the actual estate is just it's in limbo. So it's going to go to the state. It's going to go through probate. That UCC one is used. I'm not doing a UCC one. Not me. My trust is. My trust is going to be the one that benefits from the estate. So once that estate is dead, it goes over to the trust. Now it's protected. It doesn't have to go through probate. We're good. We're all in succession. We're all on the private side. This shit is way more. I have to really explain a lot more, but uh, it's essentially that's what you really want to do. So your UCC should be with your trust. The policy with the insurance should be with your trust, and you should be using your trust to move around. You shouldn't be doing anything and owning anything. It should just be trust that owned all that shit. So once everything is, once you do get pulled over, now it's like, okay, he's not the owner. I'm on live, nigga.
Okay.
It's good though.
Now this nigga making it live.
Yeah, man, cuz man, I gotta talk to my people, bro. Like, too many motherfuckers out here doing some fraud shit just to get a couple of dollars. Like, shit goofy. Where that's like me being in the car right now and being like, yeah, man, just got the Benz or just got the, you feel me, got some shit and I'm hiding all the blemishes and all that shit, or I got the green screen in the background, but really I'm in the O 04 Buick.
Hmm.
Like, you feel me? Like, what's the point of lying? Ain't no need to lie. Be real with yourself before you try to be real with others, and you be hard. Be yourself, you be alright. But motherfuckers want to be, I don't know, they want to be in the mix so much, or they feel as though that they know all this shit when they really don't know shit. It's sad, but it's the truth. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna really get into the whole IUL shit. I was just talking to my man about that the other day though. But I want y'all to start thinking before you act. If somebody called me today that I didn't know, asking me questions about something, I'll be able to give them all the information that they need. If they don't know how to type up paperwork, if they don't know how to utilize legalese, like shit like that, they're still most likely going to need me. I'm not going to be charging them thousands of dollars because they need my service. It's just not. That's just not what it is. Um, but at the same time, if I'm taking my time out to help you, I hope that you would take your time out to read it all, learn it all, and then go to court and handle your affairs. So you can come back with a dismissal. So then we can get online and start talking our shit to people. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like I rather I'm good on recognition and showing the people the truth. Like if I got to come on here just to get the recognition of that nigga definitely he the shit. You feel me? Just for that, I'm cool with that. I don't need a million and one followers because it's always gonna be somebody out of those people on some bullshit. I got 125 now. It might be five people that's just trying to get information from me to go sell. Cool. You still gonna fuck around have to come through me to get all the information though. So why 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 try to scam somebody out of some shit where you can literally pay for the information because I'm gonna tell you, like I've told other people, once you've bought it from me, it is now yours. That's your intellectual property. You purchased it. I can't tell you not to do like I can't tell you what to do in your everyday fucking life. Now I'm looking like a judge in the state. Oh, you bought that shit is yours. I just ask that you make sure that you're giving out the fucking information as it is. Don't try to turn it into something that you created when you never created it. That's my only thing. This shit is perfect the way it is. It's perfect the way it is. You don't have to do nothing. You ain't even got to put 3.5 on that joint. You hear me? You try to put 3.5 on 3.5. Man, like, come on, man. We don't need no bake on this shit. Like, it's hydroponic. There's no need to try to spray some pineapple spritz on it to make it smell good. It's gonna smoke, smell, and taste good. That's the difference. It's all about quality and quantity. People want quality, but they want it, or they want quantity, but they want it at a low quality. Like for example, I want you to take care of my court case, but I only want you to do it for $300, the whole entire thing. Knowing that if you went to a lawyer, they're going to charge you for every single court date that you're going to. But if you came on some, hey man, listen, this is the situation. We all live life. I can't deny that. I can't be like, no, you're not. You're not really going through that. I gotta take your word for what it is. Just like yesterday when I shook my man hand yesterday. He said, damn, bro, you owe me 15 hours. I said, damn, you right. Well shit, I'm gonna give it to you on Friday. And I'm gonna give you a dub just because it's you feel me, five little interest on top. He like, man, you on some bullshit. I shook his hand. Shook his hand, said, nigga, this is how they used to do business back in the day. Trying to get back to that, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna do what I do because it gotta get done at the end of the day. At the end of the day gotta end, right? It's like, but yeah, man, it's just taking your time, not going pro se in court, because if you pro se, that means you're a thing. You're generally coming into the court as a thing, general appearance. Um, but at the same time, I wouldn't be going into court talking about a special appearance either, because you don't have to. Because the way that you go into court identifies the type of appearance that you're having. You get what I'm saying? So if they say, "Are you pro se?" and you're like, "Yeah," okay. By definition, pro se is general appearance as a thing in the court. That's what pro se is. So, and before you ask or answer their question, ask them a question. Are you pro se? In what capacity? Straight up like that. In what capacity do you mean, sir? Or they'd be like, "Oh, what you mean? What capacity?" Well, you're asking me, am I pro se? Can you give me the definition for that? The legal definition for pro se? Oh no, especially if you say you can't, just have that shit ready for you, ready for him, like I did.